This episode of WDW Today is being sponsored by All Star Vacation Homes. And if you've ever gone to Walt Disney World and you felt a little cramped, a little too tight, a little, need some more personal space, why not try a vacation home by All Star Vacation Homes? They offer you the ideal solution for an affordable price to get a lot of space for you and your family and maybe some other people that also latched onto your trip. It's a great service. Be sure to give them a try. Visit them online at www.allstarvacationhomes.com. Shut up, Newell.
This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Friday, October 24th, 2008, and this is episode 479 of WDW Today. I'm Matt Hodgeberg of StudioCentral.com. On today's show, welcome back. It's Len Testa, co-author of the Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World.
Woohoo! Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Outstanding. Len, where have you been? Our listeners want to know, where have you been all this time?
Where have I been? So I went to Disney World for a little bit, and then I came home.
No. Make something funny up.
Oh, I was actually on the campaign trail shopping for clothes for both vice presidential candidates.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's what we come to expect.
Spreading the wealth, huh, Len?
That's me.
Also on today's show is Mike Scopa, a blogger over at allears.net. Hello, Mike.
Buy 4 of my apples, and I'll loan you back the 10 cents.
Nice.
American Adventure.
American Adventure, yes.
And also joining us today is Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio. Welcome, Mike.
Hello from the Bronx.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
And also joining us on today's show is Shannon Tanner, the owner of Orlando Stroller Rentals, which can be found online at orlandostrollerrentals.com. Welcome to the show, Shannon.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for having me on.
Now, today's show is kind of interesting because, Shannon, I'm going to be honest with you. If we had done this show, someone suggested the show idea a year or two ago, I decided that there's not much of a, I don't know, I don't see a show idea, but it's really changed because for those who don't know, Shannon runs a company that rents out strollers, same way that some people, will rent out ECVs, as opposed to renting them through Disney. And the reason why I think things have changed so much is because of how expensive renting strollers has become at Walt Disney World. And I really see it as it's a tremendous service. Tell us a little bit about the company and how you came up with the idea.
Well, we offer high-end single and double strollers to rent for families vacationing in the Disney area. We also offer a pushchair for older children with disabilities. Customers can come online and reserve their stroller ahead of time, ahead of their vacation, through our website, orlandostrollerrentals.com, or by phone. And then we deliver their stroller to their hotel before their arrival, so it's waiting for them in their luggage room, and then they return it to the same area they got their stroller upon their departure. We also deliver it to house rentals too. My husband and I, we've been vacationing in Disney since we were children, and then, vacationing with children, it was a whole different world out there, and we would always bring our double stroller with our 2 children. But what happened is our children got older and we didn't need a stroller anymore. However, when we went to Disney, as many families know, the stroller was definitely needed. So we rented one in the parks, and it was great. It was easy to maneuver. It had lots of room. However, it was not so fun when my 5-year-old daughter needed to get out of the stroller at Epcot when we were going back to our hotel at Beach Club. That's how we got the idea. Wow, wouldn't it have been great if we could just take the stroller out of the park back to our hotel, but we didn't have one. So it's actually my husband's idea that came up, the business idea to rent out high-end strollers to families that fell in our situation, who don't really have a stroller anymore, but definitely need one when they visit Disney.
Interesting. It's certainly a great idea, not only because of the idea of having the strollers to take with you beyond the theme parks, because obviously that is a big deal. It's kind of interesting that Disney hasn't really considered that because, let's face it, the kids that need the strollers in the parks probably could benefit from using it outside the park as well. Tell us a little bit about the strollers that you rent over here, because with Disney you get there's 2 kinds of strollers. There's the single and there's the double, and they're both, I think, made of industrial strength plastic. Tell us a little bit about the strollers that you offer to your clients, and sort of the different models. Because I've never bought a stroller before, but I know that there's many varieties, many types, many options, just like a car almost. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's true. It's funny. Strollers have recently become almost like a status symbol. You know, people check out each other's strollers. so, the ones that we found that really met the needs of families vacationing Disney. One company in particular is by Baby Jogger. They're the original company who made and designed the baby jogging strollers back in the 80s. But they have since moved into the mainstream with just regular strollers, not just jogging strollers. And these strollers in particular, they are the most incredibly easy strollers to maneuver, to push, to fold. They're pretty lightweight, and they also hold a high weight capacity for children, who are a little bit older. So it's not just for babies or toddlers. My son, who's 7, he still goes in the stroller when we're at the parks at night at Epcot or having a long day in the parks. They are made out of cloth. The good thing is the entire seat cover comes off, so I can wash it and power clean it if it needs to be power cleaned. So it's really a great stroller. It has a huge sun canopy to protect the kids in the hot Florida sun, and there's been a lot of great reviews about it. The customers have been really happy with it. So that's the single and the double, and then we also rent out the Liberty Special Needs pushchair, also by Baby Jogger. It was actually an idea given to me by a customer who rented a double stroller. She has 2 children with special needs, and she thought, hey, you know what? There's a lot more of us out there. Maybe that's something that you can go into too. So I thought it was a fabulous idea that she gave me. So we're now offering that. And the other type of stroller is by Baby Trend, and it's a sit and stand stroller. It's a great stroller too. It's a lower weight capacity, so it's more for children who are infants and toddlers.
Shannon, can you give us an idea as to the different rental rates that you offer to those people going down there, and how they compare to the rates that they are facing in a Disney park?
Yeah, the most popular stroller in rental night is the double stroller for 4 to 7 nights, and that costs $85. So if you're staying from Saturday to a Saturday, and you rent a double stroller, it's $85 plus tax. Significantly less than if you were to rent in the parks. And same holds true for the single. Again, the average length of stay is 4 to 7 nights, and to rent the single, it's $70, and then it decreases in price for the least amount of days, or increases slightly for longer lengths of stay.
That's interesting. One of the things I was wondering about actually was the strollers themselves. Once you have them in your possession, tell us a little bit about the liability you have and everything. I mean, when I rent a car, I'm always paranoid. Oh God, someone's going to scratch my car and anything like that. Tell us a little bit about in terms of, do people really beat up the strollers and that kind of thing?
No, you know what? People have been really taking great care of their strollers. I even got an email from a customer, and she was so happy with it. She's like, I truly tried to treat it as if it was our own stroller. So they're really conscientious about it. They do have to sign a rental agreement stating that they are going to return the stroller in good condition with, no extreme wear and tear or extreme dirtiness. I have 2 children. I understand that things happen and things get spilled. That's no big deal. As far, customers have been a little leery about, wow, this is such a great stroller. I'm really nervous about what if it gets stolen. And, I can't say it's not going to happen. However, there's a lot of people in that vacation in Disney that, we're all in the same boat. They're spending tons of money, and I'm like, oh, is somebody going to steal a stroller after spending thousands of dollars on vacation? But we do identify.
Newell.
We do identify each stroller with a personalized tag that's affixed to the stroller, and the color that we chose is a bright orange, so it really stands out. So if by chance there happens to be somebody who really wants the stroller and it's not theirs and they take it away, it's going to be pretty hard to explain this orange stroller with their name on it. That doesn't belong to them. And I even had a customer ask, hey, do you have any bike locks? Can I lock the wheels together so it's harder to move away if somebody wants to take it? So I provided them with a bike lock too.
Yeah, that was nice from Newell when he wanted to borrow the stroller to bring to the Bronx that one time.
I want to stand out,
Hey, Shannon, when I talked with you in August, about a day or two after we had talked, I thought about a question that I wanted to ask you, and I guess I was saying, okay, I got to get her on the show because I wanted to ask her this. And here's my question. How many strollers do you have? Where do you keep them?
Currently, I have 25 total strollers, and they are right now in our garage. As you can imagine, we have been increasing our inventory weekly. So as you can imagine, we are running out of room in our garage. So I'm in the process of looking for a storage facility that's near our home. We live right in Celebration, Florida. So we're in the process of looking for a storage facility to hold our strollers there.
That's it's such an interesting idea, and of course one of the things I really like about the whole service, Shannon, is the fact that you'll deliver it and pick it up as well. It's not like you have to you don't have to wait for the stroller. It's not like you're going to get to Walt Disney World and say, hold on, kids, we can't go to the park because we've got to wait for the stroller to get here. You'll deliver that free of charge, or included in the fee, however you want to look at it, and and it'll be delivered to you. So if your kids are anxious and can deal with a couple hours without it, that's fine. But it'll show up there, and then you'll pick it up from them, which is a great service.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, that's the last thing I want the families to do is wait for our stroller to be delivered. So we're pretty lenient on the time. The website does say, a certain delivery time and certain pickup time. But if they're going to be at their hotel checking in at 10 a.m., I'll make sure that it's there before. Or a lot of times with the house rentals, they get there fairly early. So I've met several customers, right at the crack of dawn, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. I know how important it is with kids to get to or without kids to get to the parks right when they open. Absolutely. So I want to make sure they can do that.
So Shannon, if I was going to Walt Disney World and I needed a stroller, number one, how far in advance should I contact you? How can I contact you? And what other suggestions would you give to those who would be in need of a stroller?
Well, as soon as you feel like you're ready to go ahead and reserve, we do accept payment immediately. So we don't really hold dates for people until you're ready to make the payment. Although you do have the option of canceling if needed. So they can contact me through email. A lot of the business is done through email or by phone, and they can reserve and pay right online. We use PayPal. If they wanted to do it over the phone instead, I take the information over the phone and process it through ProPay.
Okay, so if I wanted to contact you, what would be the email and what would be the telephone number?
The email is orlandostrollers@att.net, and the phone number is 800-281-0884.
Terrific. Shannon, thanks for coming on and talking with us about this interesting service. I'm sure there's a lot of families out there that have just sighed a breath of relief because they know that they will not be having to mortgage their home in order to get a double stroller for their kids.
Well, thank you for having me on. This has been great. I really appreciate it.
And, of course, we'll have links to Shannon's website at Orlando Stroller Rentals over on the WDW Today show notes. Check that out at WDWtoday.com. That's it for us today. If you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send your comments, visit the WDW Today website at WDWtoday.com. For Lancaster, Mike Scopa, Mike Newell, and Shannon Tanner, I'm Matt Hochberg. We'll see you on the next show.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio. This Sunday, it's the next Walt Disney World Today live call-in show. Get your questions answered fast by our panel of WDW experts. Tune in to Mouse World Radio at 8 o'clock Eastern Time Sunday night. You can also log into our chat room during the show at WDWtoday.com. The next WDW Today live call-in show, sponsored by AllEars.net, 8 o'clock Eastern, this Sunday, only on Mouse World Radio.